Okay, madam. Hello.
Again, sir. Sir,
Hello.
ನಿಂತು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಬಂತು sir again.
Again. Thank you, madam. Hello.
Yes, sir. Sir, host କିଏ ବିଦିଶା ଦାସ ମ୍ୟାମ୍ ହେଇଯାଇଛନ୍ତି।
Uh, okay, so last class we have been discussing about, sorry for your technical problem. Hello. My voice is audible. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So last class we have been discussing about your, uh, that is, um, uh, layout. We discussed about your fixed position layout, then product layout, then process layout. So today we'll discuss about your hybrid layout. Okay, what is that? Hybrid layout, right? Hybrid layout, right? So you see, hybrid layout means what? It is a combination of two or more different layout types, right? Let such as your product layout and what? Process layout, right? Hello. So hybrid layout, the screen is visible to all of you. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. So hybrid layout, actually it is a combination of two or more different layout types, such as your product layout, process layout, right? Or cellular layout, cellular manufacturing layout that is used to gain the benefits of each. Okay. You see, this approach is often used in your manufacturing for systems like your cellular or flexible manufacturing and office design, the combine to dedicated and share the space, right? And a common manufacturing example is that is the arranging in machines in a process layout and then grouping them into cells for the product families. Suppose you say your process layout and cellular manufacturing layout. Cellular manufacturing layout means, listen, cellular manufacturing layout. Okay. Cellular manufacturing layout means, you see, in a large scale production unit means, that means where many production units are there. So many production units are there. So that is why in a large scale production unit, what happens? Uh, that means your different cells, cell 1, right? Cell 2, cell 3, cell 4, cell 5, like this. In different cells, your machines and machineries have been arranged in a large scale manufacturing unit because so many production units are there. So that is why first your process layout is very, very important. Process layout means the similar machines and machineries are kept in different cells because it is a large production unit. Different production units spread across a region or across the country. Clear? So that's why suppose you say one production unit is at Cuttack, another production unit is at Bhubaneswar, In Bhubaneswar also different locations are there. In Cuttack also different locations are there. So that's why there different cells, that means process layout is done by using the different cells. Cell 1, cell 2, cell 3, cell 4, cell 5, cell 6, cell 7, right? Means similar machines are kept in one department. After designing it in a common manner, that is arranging the machines in your what? Your process layout. Then after that, that grouping them into the cells for what product families, grouping them into various cells, these machines and machineries, right? So we take one example so that concept becomes more clear. Suppose take for example, okay, let's say your, uh, as I told you, it is a combination of what? It is a hybrid layout that combines the element of different traditional layout, right? Means combination of, let's say, process layout and let's say your product layout, right? And remember the hybrid layout, it is mainly applicable for your what? Welding shops, painting shop, assembly line. Hybrid layout is used because you see your mixture of what? Process layout and product layout is used. Suppose take for example, in a your fabrication unit. Fabrication unit means where the varieties of furnitures are made up from by using what? Your metals, steel or tin, others. So for that first, various machines are kept in what? Different departments, similar types of machines. Previous day I told you. Suppose for your what? Cutting purposes, okay, that is your different types of cutters are available. Welding purposes, varieties of welding machines are there. Drilling purposes, varieties of drilling machines are there. Coloring, varieties of color machines are there. So all the similar types of machines are grouped in one department. Okay, suppose take for example your welding department. Then, then after that, the machines and machineries are fitted in a straight line for manufacturing the products. That is what your product layout. What is that? Product layout. After that, what? Your assembly. Assembly means what? Different spare parts are what? Joined together to make what? Your furnitures, entire furnitures. So here, both the layouts, your process layout as well as product layout is implemented. Clear? Hello? That is called your what? Your hybrid layout. So in case of hybrid layout, what happens? What are the advantages? You see, uh, your
Simply dictate the definition for this hybrid layout.
write down a combination of process and product layouts. Write down a combination of product and process layout combines a combination of product and process layout. Please write down a combination of product and process layout. Okay. A combination of product and process layouts combines the advantages of both types of layouts. Combines the advantages of both types of layouts. Okay, full stop. A combination layout, a combination layout is possible.
So once again repeat, a combination of product and process layout combines the
combines the advantages of, once again I repeat, a combination of process and product layouts combines the advantages of both types of layout. Combine the advantages of both types of layouts. Okay. Full stop. A combination layout is possible, actually where it is adopt. A combination layout is possible a combination layout is possible a combination layout is possible where an item is being made. Combination layout is possible where a combination layout is possible where an item is being made, where an item is being made in different types and sizes. In different types and sizes. Where items are being made in different types and sizes. Okay. Full stop. Here, machinery is arranged in a process layout. Here, machinery is arranged in a process layout.
Sir, here
Here,
machinery.
here, machinery is arranged in a process layout. Here, machineries, here machineries are arranged in a process layout. Here machinery is arranged in a process layout, but the process grouping is then arranged, but the process grouping is then arranged in a sequence to manufacture, various types and sizes of product. And then arranged in a sequence to manufacture various types and sizes of the product. Okay, full stop. Flexibility is very important. Flexibility is very important for factory. Flexibility is very important for factory. Flexibility is very important for factory. Very important for factory. Flexibility is very important for factory. Flexibility is very important for factory. So layout should be such So layout should be such which can be
Sir, so layout should be
such, S-U-C-H. So layout should be such which can be designed according to the requirement of the industry, which can be designed according to the requirement of the industry without much investment. Without much investment. Okay, hello. Without much investment. Right? Hello. So, you see, listen. So this is layout means what? Layout means the proper arrangement of machines and machineries so that would make the production system more streamlined and flexible. That means the proper layout that could not only improve the longevity of the machines and machineries, but also minimize the production cost, also that avoid any sort of industrial accidents, and also gives more profit to the manufacturing unit. So accordingly, so nature of, we have different types of layout, and in different types of layout that is suitable for the manufacturing of what? Different types of products with different sizes. As previously I told you, fixed position layout, it is suitable for manufacturing the bulk size product. Clear? But in a large scale production unit, your cellular manufacturing unit is adopted, because here large scale production unit means more machines, machineries have been installed. So that's why different cells are, that means entire uh, production system that is segregated into different cells, and in different cells your machines and machineries are kept, where process layout design is adopted, and accordingly the production takes place. Then next we'll discuss, that is your total quality management. Hello, that is your different uh, instruments which are being used for the measurement of what your statistical quality control techniques. Different statistical quality control charts have been used for measuring the quality of the product, like your mean chart. ଆପଣ ଅଛି କି ନାହିଁ ମତେ କହିଲେ, ଏଇଟା syllabus ରେ ଆପଣଙ୍କର mean chart, range chart, and another one is the P chart, that is the percentage of defective chart. এটা ଅଛି କି syllabus ରେ sir? Padhi sir? Hello? Is it in the syllabus?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Sir, we don't have books, so I don't
That
know.
is the statistical quality control chart. Padhi sir? Hello?
1 minute, sir. ମୁଁ ଦେଖୁଛି sir. ସାଙ୍ଗେ ସାଙ୍ଗେ TQM, ଗୋଟେ minute, introduction, supply chain management.
No, supply chain management is there, we'll discuss, but regarding TQM, whether these are included in your syllabus or not, statistical quality control chart.
Project management,
Project management, CPM and POT is there, we'll discuss that. Hello? Actually, basically, sir,
actually, sir, ଏଥିରେ ଅଛି project management, role, technique, CPM, POT, innovation management and its uses.
ଆଉ TQM ରେ କ'ଣ ଅଛି sir?
TQM ରେ production scheduling, chain. Specific, sir, actually introduction to project management, project planning, control, project planning and control, project scheduling technique, pot and solved problems.
Okay.
एमती specific किछि देइनी sir.
Acha, ठीक है sir. Thank you, sir. So we start with the project management. After that, we'll discuss the inventory management. These are very, very important. So in project management, you'll expect the
Project
problem.
management
Sir, କୁହନ୍ତୁ.
ମୁଁ କହିଲି project management ଟା ପଢି ଦିଅନ୍ତୁ sir.
No, after project management, then we'll discuss that inventory management. In inventory management, we have supply chain management and the rest of things are there. So now we start with the project management, which is very,
Then aggregate planning, innovation management.
yes. In aggregate planning, hello. In aggregate planning, we have that is hello. It is also one of the important topic. Okay. So first we discuss actually aggregate planning, that mainly planning in totality, which main objective is to the equality between capacity with demand, supply with demand, so that it makes the production system more effective and optimum. So we'll discuss that. Hello. We have that is aggregate planning strategies are also there. We have pure strategy and mixed strategy. Hello. Accordingly, level strategy, chase strategy, एवढा मध्ये थिबो sir. Hello.
sir ଅଛି sir.
So we'll discuss.
Actually, sir, aggregate planning.
Again, sir.
ଲେଖା ହେଇଛି operation planning and scheduling, aggregate production output planning, rough cut capacity planning, aggregate plan for services, master production schedule.
Okay, sir. So now first we start with your project management, then we'll discuss one by one. Okay, sir. Right.
Sir.
So first we start with the project management. Okay. Then after that we'll discuss rest of things, because project management is very, very important, right? So you see, first, what is the meaning of the
decision? Sir, decision tree is also there.
We'll discuss everything. We discuss one by one. Okay, Subhasri.
Yes, sir.
We proceed one by one.
Project management unit 3 रे अछि जब decision tree कोई सेटा unit 2 रे अछि.
Listen, we have some limited classes. So first
Yes,
we
sir.
have to finish the most important parts, like sir told, project management, then your inventory management, then aggregate planning. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Capacity planning, innovative management. These are the important concepts. So we'll discuss these things in detail. So first we start with project management. Here also we discuss CPM and POT, that is critical. These are the project management techniques. Actually, we have two project management techniques. One is the critical path method and another one is the project evaluation and review technique. From there, you expect the problems, and very, very important. So what is your project management? Remember, project management that helps your teams organize, track, execute work with a project. Actually, you see, what do you mean by the project? Actually, project means what? In a project, you can find out the involvement of many your assignment of the tasks, which are called your activities, right? So in a project, remember, project is a collection of tasks or activities, and that accomplish a specific goal or what? Specific object. Actually, project management techniques can help us for planning, proper planning, management, and executes the work or task in order to meet the project's requirement on time. We take a simple example. You see, by project means it is what? It is a broader concept. That means in a project work, you can find out the involvement of many tasks, many activities, right? Activities means what? These are the certain amount of tasks which is to be completed within a stipulated period of time. Suppose you see in a project work, you can find out the involvement of so many activities. Activity A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, like this. Activity means what? These are the certain amount of tasks which can be furnished within a stipulated period of time so that the project work can be finished on time. Suppose take for example a project work like the construction of national ways, highways, bridges, canals, right? That means for the completion of suppose a national highway or a bridge which is let's say 50 kilometers of what length. So actually it's not an easy task. That means here a lot of activities get involved. Am I right or not? Activities means these are the certain amount of task which is to be completed within a stipulated period of time so that the project work can be finished on time. Clear? So that's why the project management that helps to organize the production units in a proper manner, right? To track, that means the sequence of activities, and execute the works within the project. That means it is a collection of tasks, it is a collection of activities to accomplish a specific goal, means to achieve a specific objective or aim. Clear? So project management techniques can help for making your planning, proper management, and execute the work in a systematic manner to achieve or to meet the project's requirement on time, right? So this is what your project management, as I told you. So here you see project management tools and techniques that helps in many ways. That is, two important tools or techniques are there of project management. One is the CPM. These are the techniques of project management. CPM, that is called critical path method. What is that? Critical path method. That is your CPM. And another one is your POT, P-E-R-T, POT. It is project evaluation, project evaluation, and a review technique. Review technique. Clear? Actually, critical path method, project evaluation, and review technique, right? So, two techniques are there. Okay, CPM and what POT. But what is the basic difference between CPM and POT? Remember, CPM, it is a activity oriented. It is what? Mainly activity oriented path, activity oriented. Okay, and that is driven by mainly the activity oriented. But POT, it is what? Event oriented. What is that? Event oriented. Clear? So these two techniques, critical path method and project evaluation review technique, can be better understood with your network diagram. What is that? Network diagram. Remember, in your CPM, which is activity oriented mainly, POT is what? Event oriented. And in CPM problem, what happens in critical path method? Your duration of time that is must mention. Okay. But in POT, the duration of time, estimated time is not given, rather your optimistic time, pessimistic time, and most likely time is given. So we'll discuss these things, okay, one by one. So first we start with what? Your CPM. First, let's say what is a network diagram. Remember, A network diagram, it comprising of, a network diagram is comprising of different activities, events, and symbols like arrow marks, mainly to achieve a desired objectives from starting of the project to the ending of the project. So a network diagram consisting of different activities, events, right, and certain symbols, and main purpose of showing the network diagram that exactly what is the time duration for the completion of the project work. You see here, remember, the activities are represented by your arrow mark. Activities are represented by, listen, your capital letter A, B, C, D, E, F, capital alphabets. Activities are represented by your capital alphabets and which are written above the arrow mark. And events are represented by the natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And encircle with the circle. That means this is event 1, this is event 2. Activities are represented by capital alphabet A, B, C, D, E, F. And time duration, suppose 3 days. Okay, 3 days, that is mentioned below the arrow mark. Remember, while you construct a network diagram that comprising of a number of activities which are represented by capital alphabets, the events represented by natural numbers and circle with the circle, and time duration, it is mentioned below the activity. Suppose we take a what example of what your network diagram. You see how that is interesting. I suppose draw this one. Is it visible? Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
It's visible.
Okay. Suppose this is start and this is finish point. Okay. Activity A, B, C, D, E. This is E. This is F. This is G. Time duration 2. Let's say 3. It is 4. Right. It is 5. Activity 5. This is 7. This is 9. And this is 11. Look at here. A network diagram is like this. You see a network diagram, it consisting of activities represented by capital alphabets, then events represented by natural numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and circle with circle, and time duration is mentioned below the arrow mark. Activities are written above the arrow mark, time duration written below the arrow mark, right? Generally, this is the rule. Okay. So now look at here. Every network diagram is having a starting point and a finishing point. And from the starting to finishing point, you can trace out different definite path. Otherwise, this is not a complete form of network diagram. Look at here, from starting to finishing point, you can trace out different definite path. Look at here. Here A, D, F, one path, another path, A, C, E, F. Got it? Another path, B, E, F, another path, B, G, because starting point to finishing point. If you struggle to find out the path, okay, if you unable to trace out the definite path from starting to finishing point, this is not a completed network diagram. This is one of the complete network diagram because here the paths, definite paths have been traced out from starting to finishing point. One path is A, D, F. Another path is A, C, E, F. Another path is B, E, F. Another path is B and G. Clear? Now look at this. As I told you, in a project work, you can find out the involvement of so many activities. Activities means it is a certain amount of task which is to be completed within a stipulated period of time, right? And time duration is mentioned below the activity. Means activity A is assigned with 2 days. Suppose time means expressed in days or weeks or months. That means that is stipulated time for activity A is 2 days. That means activity A must complete his task within 2 days. Similarly, activity D assigned with what? 4 days. That means this task must be completed within 4 days. So that similarly, activity G, 9 days means activity D has to complete his task within 9 days so that the project work is completed on time, right? So you see, now activity A, you see, its immediate predecessor is nil. What do you mean by the predecessor? Look at here. Activity A, its starting event is 1 and terminating event is 2. This is the arrow mark. Means activity A is terminated at event 2. That means where the activity A is terminated, from that point activity D begins. That means the immediate predecessor of activity D is A. Immediate predecessor of activity D is A. Because look at here, the event where activity A is terminated, the event 2, at event 2 activity A is terminated. And from that event 2, activity D begins. Okay. So that's why the immediate predecessor of activity D is A. Similarly, immediate predecessor of activity C also A. Because look at here, event 2 is the terminated point of activity A. Event 2 is also starting point of activity C. So immediate predecessor of D is A, C also A. But immediate predecessor of activity A is nil. Immediate predecessor of activity B is nil. Now, immediate predecessor of activity E, the immediate predecessor of activity E is B and C. Look at here. Because event 3, it is the terminated point of both the activities C, B and C. Both activities have terminated at event 3. And from event 3, activity E begins. So immediate predecessor of activity E is B and C. Immediate predecessor of activity G is also B and C. Because look at here, that event 3, it is the starting point of activity E. Event 3 also starting point of activity G. Am I right or not? So at the event where the activity E is started, at that event 2 activities have been terminated. So the immediate predecessor of activity E is B and C, right? And immediate predecessor of activity G is also C and B and C. Okay. And look at the immediate predecessor of activity F. Padhi sir, tell me which one is the immediate predecessor of activity F? Hello? Sir? Manoj sir?
For F it is D and E.
Absolutely correct. For F, it is D and E because at event 4, activity D and E both were terminated. So the event where activity D and E terminated, from that event activity F begins. So immediate predecessor of F is D and E. Okay. So for this network diagram, exactly what is the question? Question set is, look at here. Here we take activity, right? A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. And here you take what? That immediate predecessor, IP. Short रे लिख देली जानी पारुछंता आगे immediate predecessor IP, and that is
Yes,
the
sir.
time duration of each activity. What is that? Time duration. Now, immediate predecessor of activity A is nil. Immediate predecessor of activity B is nil. Immediate predecessor of activity C is A. Immediate predecessor of activity D is also A. Hello?
Sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Sir, immediate predecessor of C, A and B can means B both can be happen.
no, Subhasri, what I told you, Subhasri,
Yes, sir.
activity A is terminated at event 2 or not?
Right, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Where the
sir.
activity A is terminated, from that point, activity C begins or commences. So that
Yes,
is
sir.
why
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
immediate predecessor of C is A. You understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Immediate
Yes.
predecessor of D also A. Now, immediate predecessor of E is B and C, Subhasri, because at event 3, both activity B and C both have terminated. Then activity E begins. So immediate predecessor of E is B and C. So B and C. Clear? Now immediate predecessor of F is D and E. D and E. Clear? Because at event 4, both D and E have terminated. Then your
Right,
F
sir.
comments. And immediate predecessor of G is again B and C. Look at it. B and C. Correct or not? Hello?
That's right, sir.
Yes,
B
sir.
and C. So I think now you will understand that is activity A takes 2 days, B takes how much? 3 days, C takes 5 days, D time duration is 4, E time duration is 7,
7,
F time duration is 11,
11,
and G time duration is 9.
9.
Clear? Then this is the question given to you, and you draw the network diagram. First, what is the suggestion? First, you do the rough work, then after that, you do the final work. Then, what is the critical path here? Critical path. Actually, you trace out different path here. A, from starting to finishing point. A, D, and F. Another path, A, C, E, and F. Right or not? A, C,
Yes,
E,
sir.
and F. Another path
Yes, sir.
identified as B, E, F. B, E, F. And another path is B, G.
B
What is
and
that?
G.
B
Yes, sir.
and G. Yes,
G.
sir.
Now, A takes how many days? 2 days. D
Yes,
takes
sir.
4 days. F takes 11 days.
11 days.
It is equal to 17 days or not? Hello?
Right, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ADF. Okay. Now, SEF, A takes 2 days. It like this. A takes 2 days. C, 5. E, 7. And F, 11. So it is equal to how much? 14 plus 11, 25 days. Hello? Got it?
Yes, sir.
That is A,
Yes,
C.
sir.
Okay, that is A, C, E, F. Then B, E, F, B, E, F, 3 plus 7 plus 11. That is 10 plus 11, 21.
21.
21. Okay. And BG, 3 plus 9 is equal to how much? 12. So
12.
now, which path takes the maximum number of days? That is A, C, E, F or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
A,
sir.
C, E, F. So 25 days. So this path is identified as the critical path. Why?
It takes
Because
more time.
takes more time. Actually, what do you mean by the critical activity? Critical activity means, suppose activity here, critical path means which activities are involved? A, C, E, F. A, C, E, F, these are the critical activities. Critical activities means, suppose you say A assigned with the 2 days. That means A has to finish its task or complete its task within 2 days. But if A takes more than 2 days, if A consumes what more time than the stipulated period of time, that turns out to be critical activity, right? So critical activity
Yes,
is
sir.
one which takes more time for the completion of its task, uh, which is more than the stipulated period of time. So this path is identified as the critical path because this path takes the maximum number of days for the completion of the project work. Clear? So
Yes, sir.
many more things are there.
Yes, sir.
We'll discuss in the next class. We'll also make a comparison between POT and what? CPM and POT, because many times in the exam is asking. So we'll continue next class, sir. Thank you.
Sir, one doubt, sir.
Sir, please.
Sir, ଏବେ ଆପଣ ଯୋଉଟା କହିଲେ ସେଇଟା ତ ବହୁତ ସିମ୍ପଲ ୱେ ଥିଲା, ଗୋଟେ ମାନେ ଜଷ୍ଟ ସମ୍ କରିକି ଆମେ ଫାଇଣ୍ଡ ଆଉଟ୍ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ପାଥଟା। ତ ଏକ୍ସାମ ରେ ଏମିତି ସିମ୍ପଲ ଆସିବନି ବୋଧେ, ମୁଁ ଭାବୁଛି ଆଉ ଟିକେ କ୍ରିଟିକାଲ କିଛି
ହଁ ଆମେ
ଆସିପାରେ।
ଆଉ ଟିକେ ସାର୍ ସେଠି listen, sometimes students are struggling to get the definite path from starting to finish. So there
sir.
they have to use the dummy activity. What is that? Dummy activity.
Sir.
What is the role or importance of dummy activity? Actually,
Mhm.
dummy activity is represented by broken arrow mark and consuming zero time. The
Sir.
role and importance of dummy activity that only helps for the
Mhm.
completion of the network diagram. That
Sir.
means when you struggle in some of the problem, students are struggling to
Sir.
complete the network diagram. So there they
Mhm.
can seek the help of dummy activities for the completion of network. Hello.
Sir. Sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So we'll
Sir.
discuss next class, sir, because
Okay, sir. Thank you.
another, I think, next, after that, your classes will continue, I think. Hello.
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Sir,
Okay.
actually, we need
Next
more classes for the
class.
problem papers, actually, because we have to practice so many types of problems.
After
sir.
that, you see, production operation management means it's a problematic.
Yes, sir.
Well, you see, this is a problem in your inventory management. Also, we'll discuss economic order quantity and other things. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Also problematic. We'll discuss. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
Thank you, sir. Nice.
Thank you, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning,
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Just 2 minutes we will start. Okay.
Good one, sir.
Okay, sir.
So we have completed in previous class about the marketing information system. Okay. So these are some examples of marketing information system to find. Which is used in marketing, used by the marketing department to solve different critical problems. Okay. So number one marketing information system is our Google Analytics, which is a website traffic, which manages the website traffic and behavior analysis. Normally, the online businesses or e-business companies are used such type of analytics. Google Analytics, it is a software which and analyze or make a study on the Google website traffics. What are the incomings and what are the outgoings, etc., and what is in your business, like this. Then another marketing information system is Salesforce CRM, which is a customer interaction and sales keeps the customer interaction and sales data. Again, HubSpot is another marketing information system which is used in marketing automation, and performance metrics. Again, SurveyMonkey and Typeform are market research surveys, or we can say these are one type of marketing information system. Next, we will go for the next information system, that is our human resource information system, or we can say it is a HRIS, that is human resource information system, or information system used in human resources. Yeah. So it is a digital system used to manage employee data, streamline HR processes, and support strategic human resource planning and decision making. So what as we have studied, it is a computerized system, so it is a digital platform. Clear? So it is a digital platform for what? For manage of the human resource of an organization. What are the roles of what are the human resources? They are the employees of the human resources. Again, some HR processes are there, like recruitment, planning of HR people, that is recruitment of HR development, recruitment of employees, development of employees, and support also strategic human resource planning and decision making. So it is also a part of the decision making system. So HRIS is a software or a system that collects, stores, manages, and interprets employee related data to facilitate the HR functions such as recruitment, payroll system, training, performance appraisal, and compliances. So this is the definition of HRIS, that is human resource information system. So what are in the information system? You find the data is collected in HRIS. Data is collected related to employees, and that is such type of data like recruitment data. Then payroll, that is the payment system, that is the payroll data. Then for their development, you need some sort of training and training to be given, or we say that is in shape of apprenticeship, like this. That is the training and given. Then you heard about PAR, Performance Appraisal Report, at the end of each year. That is, Performance Appraisal Report are to be maintained of each and every employee. Again, their compliances also. So these are the part of the HRIS. So what are the in the HRIS? What are the components or elements of HRIS? That is the first is the database. So as we have discussed already earlier, that is the database is nothing a data store. So it stores what type of data? It stores the employee record, personal data, and job history, here, etc. So you need a database for the HRIS because the data is to be stored somewhere, and that somewhere is our database. Then another applications are the software applications. So these are the tools of for payroll, recruitment, performance management. You think some forms are given while you will apply for the job. So these are the applications through which you apply for the job. So these are the software applications, or we can say software tools which are used for these purposes. Similarly, some applications are used for performance appraisal report by taking the performance of the employees. Similarly, some tools are used for calculation of payrolls. Calculation of payrolls. That is the another tool. So these are all are developed using some sort of application software, or we can say these are the software applications. Then for software purposes, we need some sort of hardware or IT infrastructure, that is servers, workstations, biometric devices like this, etc., etc. So these are the hardware used in HRIS. And to maintain these, to do all these functions, we need some policies and procedures. So that these are called the HR policies and procedures. For example, you will you are an employee and your basic is 10,000 and DA is 10%, for example. So it will calculate 10% of the basic and add it for your net salary, for example. So that is some procedures are there to calculate the payroll system. Similarly, for appraisal report, performance appraisal report, some calculations are there like this. So these are HR must have some policies and procedures, that is the guidelines encoded into the system for consistency of the system. Then the last but least, the user. It is the user. These are the HR personnel or managers or employees who interact with the system. For entering, the users are the employees. For calculation purposes, they are the HR personnel or managers are there. So these are the components of HRIS. Means the components are database. You must have a database, must have a software application, and hardware infrastructure is there. Some policies and procedures and users are there. So the functions of HRIS are like this. That is, first is our recruitment and hiring. So automates jobs postings, application tracking, and resume sorting are the part of the recruitment and hiring function. So the managers manages interview or do interview scheduling and candidate communication are they are also a part of the recruitment and hiring. Similarly, another function is our employee information management. Employee information management, that is, maintains a centralized database of the employee's record, that is personal, professional, contractual employee, etc., etc. So it maintains a employee information system for the organizations. So that is a part of that is a function of the HRIS, human resource information system. So it tracks the job history, the employee information management system tracks the job history, qualifications, skills, certifications, and emergency contacts of the employees. So another function is our payroll management. Already we have discussed in the this is a payroll. Payroll is nothing but the calculates the wage, bonus, tax distribution, etc., etc. So it integrates with finance and accounting system. Then time and attendance tracking for payroll system, they need some sort of working hours, overtime, leaves, absenteeism, etc., etc. That is they track the employee performance, employees attendance, according to do the basic job of the payroll system. So that is records the working hours, overtime, leaves to be taken by the employee, and often it integrates with the biometric or RFID system, and it helps to enforce attendance policies and manage shifts scheduling. So to schedule a shift, who are the employees who will work in this shift, who are leave this shift, or who are completed their job for today, like this. So this is a time and attendance tracking system through which the organization will know about the or keep record about this of the employees. Then another is leave management. Another is leave management. That allows the employees about the to take leave. That is different types of leaves are there. That is CL, etc., medical leave, etc., etc. So it tracks the leave balances and approvals to given to the employee for taking leaves, or it automates the leave policies and workflows. Then performance management. So it is an important role of the HRIS. It will keep track of the performance, or it will calculate the performance according to a key performance indicator, KPI. According to KPI fixed for the employees, it will manage or it will calculate the performance in numerology. So it supports the performance evaluation, 360-degree feedback, and appraisal processes. It helps in reward and promotion decisions. Clear? So this is a performance management is another function of the HRS, which keeps the track of the performance, or compare the actual performance of the employee with the KPI or key performance indicator, and decides whether the employee will get reward or get promotion, etc., etc. So it helps in decision making for the employee benefits. Then training and development. It is another important part of the HRIS. So it tracks the employees' training needs and schedules. If the employee is facing to work with the CBIS, that is computer-based information system, so they need to attend some sort of training to work perfectly or effectively. So that is employee training is scheduled, and that schedule is made by the HR department. That schedule is made by the HR department, and they will how they think that the employees will employee requires training. They after comparing their performance, they get to know about the lacuna of the employees, that they need training to work effectively or efficiently. So it maintains the training history and certifications, who are completed training and who are remaining to take training, and evaluates the effectiveness and training of the training programs, etc. Then benefits administration. So HRS is a part of the administration also. Yeah, it is normally it is the main part of the administration. So it manages employee benefits such as health insurance, retirement plans, and bonuses, etc., etc. So it tracks the enrollment, eligibility, and usage of the employees. It assists in benefit plan comparisons and cost analysis also there. So how much the employees is required for the organizations, and who are going to retire, and now how much will be recruited, like this. So that is the, it also benefits the administration. Then compliance and legal reporting. It compliance to the labor department, and the tax forms, labor law compliances have to be required. So that is also a function of HRIS. They will answerable to the labor department about the employees and employees benefits, etc., etc. It maintains audit trails and legal documentations regarding to the employees. It ensures the compliance with labor laws and regulations. Compliance with the labor laws and regulations to be maintained within the organizations, because labor law is there, labor department is there. Now who will keep a bad eye over your organizations? If any employee provide make a complaint, lodge a complaint against you that this organization is not giving to the to our remuneration, to our wages timely, and etc., etc., they can lodge a complaint on the with the labor department, and the labor laws are always with the benefit of the employees. So that is another function of the HRIS, that is the compliance and legal reporting. Again, employee self-service, that is empowers the employees to access their records, apply for leave, view pay slips, and upgrade personal information. So it empowers the employees to access their records, apply for leaves, that is employee self-service. How the employees is providing their leave on through the HRIS. Then analytics and reporting. This is the, it generates the detailed HR report and dashboards, supports the workforce planning and HR forecasting, and identifies the trends in turnover, absenteeism, performance, etc., etc. So that is the analysis purposes and reporting purposes use this function. So these are the functions of HRIS. Clear? These are the functions of HRIS. What we have studied in HRIS, that is the first is the recruitment and hiring, is the first and foremost function of the HRIS. Then they will manage the employee information. That is employee information management is there. Then payroll management is there, payment system, payroll management is there. Then time and attendance tracking is there, time management, or for biometric, if they use biometric system. So what is the time they in, what is the time they out, and how much time they keep do their work, like this. Then leave management, how much days they have absent from the work. Clear? So that is allow the employees to apply for leave through self-service portals. Leave management is there. So HRIS will provide a dashboard, will provide a menu through which the employee can apply for their leave. And it is also the function of HRIS to keep track of the leaves taken by the employees. And it will helpful while they prepare their payroll system. Clear? It automates the leave policies. Then performance management is another function of the HRIS, because it is the key indicator. Performance is the key indicator of the employees working or development of the organization. So performance management is there. Then training and development is another part of the HRIS. and when it also benefits to the administration in different ways. Then we'll go for benefits. The HRIS is a software solution that helps the organization manage their HR tasks efficiently. So the key benefits of HRIS are, it is a centralized storage. Already we have discussed that is a database is there. Database is nothing but a centralized storage. So it has, the HRIS must have a centralized storage for employee data. So another benefit, because whenever you need, you if you have the access to the database, then you can take the data of the employees, keep record of their performance, etc., etc. Easy access, update, and retrieval of information. As it is a centralized database, it is easier to access all the data, update the data at a time in one place, sitting at one place, and also retrieve the data or information from the database. It reduces the paperwork and duplication. As it is a computerized system, it must reduce the paperwork. And in paperwork, it is, you find duplications are there. Today one paper is there, same paper is also in another day. So duplication is there, is a chance of in manual system. But in case of HRIS or computerized system, you find the reduction of paperwork, or it is eco-friendly and duplication is avoided. Clear? It provides accurate and real-time data also, because it is a updated database. It provides you the accurate data. It is an updated database. It provides accurate data and real time, because it is always stored and updates the data. So you find always the real time data from the HRIS database. It supports data driven decisions, because data are stored in a centralized database. So the decision makers have access to the database. The management information people always provide the summarized report to the decision makers. So they can, it is helpful for the planners or the executives to take decisions on the basis of the data taken from the database. Then it automates repetitive HR tasks like payroll, attendance, and leave tracking. So there is no manual system for these purposes. So it automates the repetitive tasks. Means if a person has taken leave today and after 10 days he will take another leave, so it will automatically calculate that the employee has taken 2 leaves. And in manual system you find some sort of lacuna while calculating the such type of gaps. It reduces the administrative workload, saving both time and labor cost. Already we have discussed. It ensures the compliance with the labor laws, already discussed, and regulations, already discussed. Again, it maintains the secure and confidential employee data, because it is a centralized database. It must have a security system, and it will keep the records confidential for the outside world other than the authorized users. Clear? Then it adapts up to growing organizational needs, customizable to suit different industries and workflows. It manages job posting, application tracking, and hiring processes. So different benefits are there. Different. It assists also in succession planning and talent management. Then, so as it have some benefits, it must suffer with some disadvantages. That is, purchasing and implementing HRIS can be expensive, because it is an integrated application with in relation to keeping payroll system, performance appraisal, leave management, etc., etc. So it is a expensive one. It cost includes software, hardware, training, and setup. Clear? So another disadvantage is high cost. We can say it is high cost that includes all these things like software, hardware, training, computerized training system, etc. And to set up the system, it will take high. It involves high cost. Installing and customizing the system may take time. It requires technical expertise and proper planning. If you have a not technical people, they cannot do effectively or efficiently with this system. Employees and HR staff need training to use the system efficiently. Lack of training may lead to misuse and underutilization. Storing sensitive employee data digitally increases the risk of cyber attack. Always there is a risk of cyber attack for your digital system. You know, all of you know, because these are the wealth of the organism. The data is the wealth of the organism, and it is always prone to the hacking. So that's why. So it is a risk while you use the HRIS, but you must have provide some sort of security to keep track of the data. So storing sensitive employee data digitally increases the risk of cyber attack. Requires strong cyber security measures to protect your data. It requires regular updates. Backups, and technical supports, and maintenance adds to long-term operational cost, because if you always, it needs some sort of maintenance, because it is totally based on the computerized system and with working within a network. So network is always prone to cyber attack. So maintenance adds a long-term operational cost. And employees and HR personnel may resist moving from manual to digital system. That is the least disadvantages. That is, they resist to do with the computer. Nowadays, it is not possible, because all are in computer savvy. So they are working perfectly with the digital system, and change management become necessary. Then finance, FI, that is FMIS, Financial Management Information System. So, anybody in doubt about HRIS? Hello.
No, sir.
Okay. The slide is clear. देखा जाउची, clear देखा जाउची?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ना गोटे देखेला कोन इंटरनेट अनस्टेबल बोल देखेला मते तो से पचाल. Okay. Then FMIS. So an information system of financial management. So what are in the financial management? Finance means the accounting system. We can say the accounting system, budgeting system, auditing system, financial planning, etc. are come under the financial management. So it refers to the use of computerized system to manage, monitor, and analyze the organization's financial activities. What are the financial activities? That is, first is the transaction processing. We can say maintaining of cash book, profit loss account, balance sheet, etc., etc. These are the financial activities. So these systems help in decision making. What type of decision making? From that, we take a data for preparation of budgets. Budgets are nothing but the estimates for future by taking the current data. From current data to future data. That is a budget, nothing else. So budgeting, then accounting system, that is maintaining of the reports like cash book, like balance sheet, etc., etc. Auditing of the system, that is the keep track of misappropriation, etc. Auditing is nothing but the keeping the track or checking the system for misappropriation or misuse of the funds. Then ultimate goal is financial planning. For smooth financial planning, the FMIS is used. So we can say a detailed definition, that is FMIS is designed to support the planning, execution, and monitoring of public or organizational financial activities. Organizational financial. So it integrates core financial functions into a unified system. The core financial functions like accounting system, budgeting system, etc., are integrated to make a unitary system called our financial management information system. It is a unitary system through which it has more and more activities. So what are the components you find? As it is a accounting system, you find your cash book, your ledger book, your profit loss account are the components. So that is the in general word we can say it is a general ledger. So it is the central repository of the all financial transactions. All of you knew about the ledger. That is, what is a ledger? It is the individual accounts. Ledgers are the individual. General ledger is nothing but the keeping of the accounting records, keeping of the transactional records of the organization. So it records the debits and credits, generates the trial balances and financial statements, etc., etc. So debits and credits are in journal. I think all of you know. Okay. Okay. So, general ledger, it is the central repository of all financial transactions, records, debits, and credits, etc. That is generates trial balances, financial statements, or we can say financial reports like profit loss account, trial balance, balance sheet, etc., etc. Then accounts payable, it manages the payments to the suppliers and vendors through computerized system. So you think about it is a computerized system which has the following components. That is the first, it keeps the record of the all financial transactions. Then it manages the payments to suppliers and vendors like invoice processing, payment scheduling, expenses tracking, etc., etc. Then accounts is just like accounts payable. It is also account receivable, that is bills and invoicing for the customers, receipt management, how much it received, or what are the checks it received through for the organization, and how they process the checks, how they collect the checks from the banks, etc., etc. That is the receipt management. Customer accounting tracking, that who are the customers and what are their orders and what are to be supplied to them, like this. So this is the account receivable. It tracks the money owed to the organization. Then budgeting, I have already told budgeting and planning model. It prepares and manage the annual budgets and multi-year financial plans. Then accounting and financial reporting also there. This is a function. This is a function. Already we have discussed this thing in above slides. That is, these are also, we can say, components are also a part of the function. That is, the accounting financial reporting is there, maintains the ledger and journals, maintain the financial statements, prepare the financial statements. That is, the accounting financial reporting is there. Then budget preparation and execution is there. By keep track or keeping the records of the financial transactions, it assists in directing, reviewing, and finalizing the budgets, tracks the expenditure against the approved budgets, and it helps to ensure fiscal disciplines, etc., etc. Then cash management is there, procurement and inventory management is there. Clear. Reporting and analytics is there. That is, that it provides insights and compliance through the reports, financial statements, custom dashboards, audit trails, etc. These are the reports, and from that reports they can provide a ASAP facility for analysis of the dash reports. So that FMIS provides reporting analytics through its FMIS. Clear. So information system, it has a capability to analyze this system. And Internal controls and audit trails are also there. That is the access control, transaction logs, automatic alerts are there. If there is a low balance in cash or cash balance is low, so it will provide you alerts that the balance is low. It keeps a transaction log. Means if anybody deletes the transaction from the system, so it will provide you, we can keep track from the log files. That is called our audit system in the information system. So it ensures financial integrity and compliance. Clear? So that is the internal control, and auditors ensures that the financial integrity is there and they will comply with the top level management. Then the expenditure control also there. Procurement and asset management is there. That is, it authorizes and monitors the expenditures because it keeps the data in a centralized database, and all the transactions are entered into that database. So it authorizes and monitor the expenditures and ensures payments are within the budget limit. So there is also a budget is there, and the budget is within the information system. So it compare with the budgetary amount and actual expenditure. Then it will provide you alert that your expenditure of this head is going to be exceed, or the budget has low balance and the expenditure going to exceed the budgetary limit. So that is a alert. Clear? So it prevents overspending or misallocation of funds. That is, procurement and asset management is there. That is, facilitates the procurement, planning, tendering, and vendor payments, etc., etc. It tracks the inventory and physical assets. Then payroll management is also a part of the financial management system, financial information system. So that is, it calculates the salaries. It is the part of the HR. We have already discussed. But HR has the report, but they will not pay. Payment will be made by the financial department. Money will be released by the financial department. So they also calculate the salaries, taxes, and deductions, and automates the payroll processing. Automatically, when requisition comes from the HR department, they will release the payment and generates the pay slips along with the tax forms. Clear? Income tax forms. That is the part of the payroll management of the financial management information system. Then reporting and decision support also there. So provides real-time financial data and analytics which supports for different decisions by the stakeholders. So it supports policies. Okay. So so it has some benefits like in HRIS or marketing IS. It has some benefits, that is, the minimizes the human error through automation. It ensures accurate and consistent recording of financial transactions. It tracks all financial activities with audit trails. It makes the financial operation visible to internal and external stakeholders. So it is in easy words. You can that is, it minimizes the human errors because it is an information system with computerized involvement of the computerized automatic computing system. So it minimizes the human error while entering the data because it automatically calculates within the computer system. So in financial management information system, there is an automation system, so which automatically calculates the totally. But in case of manual system, you have to use a calculator to calculate the amounts. It ensures the accurate and consistent recording of financial transactions. Yeah. Okay, so it makes financial operations visible to internal and external stakeholders. It generates quick, accurate, and financial reports. These are in the easy words. You can find that is generates the quick and accurate financial reports from as it is a computerized information system. You just enter use a menu and click on that menu and get the data. Get the report in a predefined format. It also supports informed decision making with real-time data, and it saves the administrative time and operating cost. So these are the benefits of financial information system. As it have some benefits, it also suffers some sort of disadvantages. For like implementing the FMIS involves significant investment in software, hardware, and infrastructure. So it is a costlier one. We can say in one word, it is expensive one. Here, as compared to manual system. Customization and integration with existing system can increase the cost. So costlier one. Staff must be adequate trained because it is a financial implication, and the financial management system, the adequate training must be there for the employees working under FMIS. So that is another disadvantage. So proper training must be there to work with this system effectively. Then lack of training can lead to errors and underutilization of the system. The system failure, power outage, software bugs are another disadvantages. It supports such type of processes. If there is a system failure, then the data will be corrupted. Data may be corrupted, and it is a financial data, so it is a heavy loss for the organization. FMIS stores sensitive financial data, sensitive financial records, and making it a target for cyber attacks, because cyber attacks always needs the financial processes. Clear? So poor security measures can lead to data breaches and fraud. Inadequate backup system is also there. That is, if there is not an adequate backup policy, that is timely backup of the data, then it may lead to loss of the organism. So it requires reliable disaster recovery planning. So these are the disadvantages of FMIS, Financial Management Information System. Then Production Information System or Production and Operation Management Information System, POMIS. Clear? So Production Information System is a type of management information system. It is a type of management information system used in the manufacturing or production functions of an organization. So just like our HR, finance, marketing, it is another vital part of the management, that is production and operation management. It is another vital component of the management of an organization. So it is used in the manufacturing and production function of the organization. So it supports the planning, coordination, control, and monitoring of production activities. Nothing else. So it is a non-financial system. It is a non-financial system, but it has effect on the finance. So it supports the planning system. How much you have to produce and what are the needs in the market etc., etc. Planning, then coordination between the different systems, that is inventory management, sales management, and marketing management, HR management, all are to be coordinated and controlled and monitored to do effectively of the production activities, to keep track of the production activities, or to ensure the efficient operations in the production department, along with the quality control and optimal use of the resources. Then it has some sort of components, that is the some subsystems are there, input subsystem, output subsystem, etc., etc. So input subsystem collects and records raw data related to production and operations. It collects raw data. For example, order details raw data. What are the raw data for the input subsystem? To find order details. How much orders have to be received by the organization, by the marketing department, sales department. Then raw material inventory from the inventory system. Then machine availability, what are the infrastructure available with them, and what are the employees working on the production system. So there is a input subsystem of the production management information system. Then processing subsystem. After getting the input, they will think about for processing. That is transfers the input data into meaningful information through computation, sorting, and analysis. That is the processing subsystem. That is processing subsystem. So it transforms the input data into meaningful information. And what are the tools? That is the production planning algorithms are there, scheduling softwares are there, material requirement planning systems are there. So these are the processing system. These are the subsystems. Clear? So these are the, we can say these are the tools through which the input system is to be materialized. Through which the input system is to be materialized. Then database. So another component is our database. So to keep record of all these things, to store all these things, you need a centralized database. We can say database management subsystem. That is, it stores, retrieves, and manages historical and real-time production data. It includes the inventory records, work in progress status, equipment logs, etc., etc. So there is a database management system to be used in the production operation system. It is a vital component of the production information system. So another is decision support subsystem. So it assists the managers in making strategic, tactical, and operational decisions. For example, simulation models, forecasting tools, cost benefit analysis are to be useful for the decision support subsystem. Then last one, the user interface. Last one is the user interface. It provides interactive access for users to input data, monitor progress, and extract the reports. For example, we can say dashboards or menu boards, control panels, mobile or desktop applications. So these are used for user interface. Clear? So this is about our production information system. So it has some sort of functions like production planning and scheduling, inventory management, decision support, and customer order tracking are the main functions of the production information system. So it has some benefits like streamlining the production planning, scheduling, and execution of the data, then reduce the downtime and improve the machine utilization, and reduce the excess stock and prevents material strategies. So as it is related to production system, it is closely related to inventory system and also sales system. So it continuously monitors the product quality. Also, quality management system is also a part of the production information system. So it tracks and controls the production cost accurately, provides real-time data, and analytics. So it assists the managers in making informed operational and strategy decisions. Clear? So as it have some benefits, it also supports some disadvantages. Clear? Like setting up a POM IAS can be technically complex and time consuming because it has different parts like our inventory management system, sales management system, operation management system. So these are the subsystem which take part of the production operation management system. So order management system is also there. So setting up the POM IAS can be technically complex and time consuming, requiring through planning and coordinating among multiple departments because it is involved or it is related to different departments to take data and make a process or make a analysis to do effectively. So it may disrupt production operations if the system goes down. Production data stored digitally may be vulnerable to cyber threats, etc. So it can lead to data inconsistency and system conflicts. So these are the different disadvantages of production operation management. Clear? So these are the subsystems. These are the subsystems we have studied in MIS. These are the subsystem, that is HRIS, marketing IS, HRIS, FMIS, then POMIS. Clear? So these are the subsystems of our MIS in different operational parts of the organizations. Okay. Anybody any doubt? Hello.
Sir, no doubt.
No, sir.
Okay. बुझियो तो?
हाँ सर, हाँ सर.
Yes, sir.
हाँ बुझियो सर.
Okay. Thank you. आज चलवा. Next class पुन को नोट थिबो. Okay. यहाँ पर आसीगला सिस्टम रो कॉन्सेप्ट पूरा डायरेक्ट कॉन्सेप्ट आसीओ सिस्टम रो जोथरे हमें पाइबा सिस्टम रो फेजेस ऑफ एसडीएलसी सिस्टम डेवलपमेंट लाइफ साइकिल. क्लियर? यहाँ पर हमर जाने की सिस्टम रो पूरा पार्ट आसीगला इंफॉर्मेशन सिस्टम रो फेजेस. आपरे और पर्टिकुलर रहबो बैकअप सिस्टम रहबो सरला. ओके. थैंक यू.
सर पीडीएफ टा शेयर कर देबे.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
हाँ शेयर कर दे. मु लास्ट क्लास रे शेयर कर देबी. हां मते ए जे चैटिंग रे मेल आईडी दे दे. मु लास्ट क्लास रे शेयर कर दे पूरा. एटा स्लाइड टा ताको पीडीएफ बने दे देबी हो. ओके.
ठीक है.
अरे डिटेल ही अछि. डिटेल लिखा है जी देखुथिबो त. डिटेल पूरा लिखि देछि मु माने नोट्स टाइप रो कर देछि ताको.
ठीक है सर.
ओके.
एटा टिके देले बेटर हबो फॉलो अप करिया को टिके
हाँ दे दबा किछ अरे नेक्स्ट क्लास रे दे दबा चार्ट रे दे दबा मेल आईडी मु पठे देबी दका पड़ले.
ओके सर. ओके. थैंक यू.
ठीक है सर.
या
थैंक यू सर. हैव अ नाइस डे अहेड सर.
थैंक यू.